The parable of the talents, Gospel of Matthew, chapter 25, verses 14 to 30. Parable, quote, "For it is like a man going on a journey, who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The one who had received 5 talents went at once and put them to work, and gained 5 more. Likewise, the one with 2 talents gained 2 more. But the one who had received 1 talent went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. His master said to him, 'Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Enter into the joy of your master.' But cast the worthless servant into the outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." Gospel of Matthew, chapter 25, verses 14 to 30. Explanation of the parable, symbolism, key ideas. This parable delivers a profound philosophical and spiritual lesson about personal responsibility, the use of given opportunities, and the consequences of passivity. In this story, talents symbolize not only money but also any gifts bestowed upon a person: abilities, knowledge, opportunities, time, and even faith. The main idea of the parable is that God gives each person resources according to their abilities. What matters is not how much someone receives, but how they manage it. Productive use of these resources leads to growth, whereas inaction results in the loss of even the little that was given. Another key point is responsibility before God and oneself. Every individual is called to develop their talents rather than hide them out of fear of difficulties or criticism. Without initiative and effort, no results can be achieved. The parable also highlights the theme of trust. The master, distributing the talents, trusts his servants. Those who justify this trust receive even more, while the one who fails to do so loses even what he had. This reflects the biblical principle: whoever is faithful with little will also be faithful with much. The deeper meaning of the parable and its philosophical aspect. This parable goes beyond religious understanding and takes on a universal meaning. It is not only about faith but also about personal growth, professional development, and interpersonal relationships. Every person faces a choice: to develop their abilities or to let opportunities slip away. It can be examined through the lens of existential philosophy. Every person is endowed with unique potential, but only a few dare to realize it. Modern success culture confirms the idea of the parable. The more actively we apply our abilities, the more opportunities open up before us. This parable also raises the issue of social responsibility. A person should not only develop their talents for personal success but also share them with society. This applies to scientists, doctors, teachers, and all those who contribute to the advancement of humanity. Application in everyday life. Personal examples. How many times has a person been given a chance to prove themselves, only to be stopped by fear or laziness? For example, imagine a young man with a gift for music who is afraid to perform in public. He keeps postponing his practice sessions, and eventually, he quits playing altogether. As a result, his talent fades away. Now consider another case. A person with basic programming knowledge decides to try a new field. They study, develop, and within a few years become a successful developer. The difference between these two individuals is that one used their talent, while the other buried it. The parable is also applicable to relationships. For example, if someone possesses kindness and compassion but does not express them towards others, their heart gradually hardens. However, if they strive to help and support others, these qualities grow stronger. The parable teaches us that opportunities must be developed and multiplied, not hidden away in fear of potential failures. Fear, apathy, and self-doubt are the ground where people bury their talents. But only by overcoming these barriers can one unlock their full potential. Modern examples. In today's world, there are many stories that illustrate the meaning of this parable. Elon Musk's story. This man risked his fortune by investing in Tesla and SpaceX when many considered his ideas unrealistic. However, His belief in technological progress led to the creation of successful companies that changed the world. Writers and artists. Many talented people doubt themselves for years and postpone their creative pursuits. However, those who dare to share their works often find recognition and success. Take J.K. Rowling, for example, who faced numerous rejections before her Harry Potter novel was finally published. Ordinary people. A simple teacher who invests in their students by imparting knowledge, inspiration, and motivation is, in fact, multiplying their talent, shaping a new generation. Likewise, doctors who continually improve their skills to save lives enhance the value of their work. Athletes. Imagine an athlete with potential who neglects training. As a result, they lose their form, and their career does not progress. Meanwhile, another athlete who continuously works on themselves achieves success and inspires others. Conclusion. The parable of the talents is not just a religious lesson but a universal truth applicable in any society or culture. It reminds us that every person has resources that must be developed. The key is not to fear making mistakes but to move forward, expanding our opportunities. We ourselves choose to be those who develop their potential or those who bury it out of fear of difficulties. God, society, and life reward those who take action, not those who hide from challenges. Psychological analysis. From a psychological perspective, the parable addresses themes of motivation, fear, and self-actualization. Fear of failure. The servant who buried his talent exhibited a classic avoidance reaction. He was afraid of losing what had been entrusted to him, and this fear paralyzed him into inaction. Self-actualization and growth. Those who use their talents gain not only material rewards but also emotional benefits such as satisfaction and recognition. Responsibility. Growth requires effort. The parable teaches that excuses do not work. Action is what matters. Abundance mindset versus scarcity mindset. The first and second servants believed in abundance. They knew that effort would lead to increase. The last servant thought in terms of scarcity. If I lose, I will have nothing. In real life, people who believe in their potential are more likely to achieve success. This parable remains relevant today, helping people understand that their success depends on their willingness to use and develop what they have been given. Only by taking action can we achieve more and uncover the talents within us. Dear listeners, thank you for the time spent together. Subscribe to the channel, put likes and write how you like this story. Click on the bell not to miss new videos and see you soon.